And yes, we are in an era of... And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes. For too many years, it's been too easy for people to come here, slip into the shadow economy, and remain here illegally. Because, frankly, we've been squeamish about saying things that are clearly true. It's not just that it's not compassionate left-wing politics to rely on labour that exploits foreign workers and undercuts fair wages, but the simple fact that every nation needs to have control over its borders. We do need to know who is in our country. Our immigration system does need to be fair if we want to maintain that binding contract that our politics is built on. Otherwise, it undermines trust, undermines people's faith that we're on their side, and their belief that the state can and will work for them. That puts paid freedom here in the press these days.
This is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And we see exactly where these devils are going with it. And they're using, as they say, never let a good crisis go to waste. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation to my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. And open prayer that this lesson be edifying to the elect. So, just as you heard that devil say at the beginning, you know, everybody's going to be required to have a digital ID to work. So they're already putting a clamp on the people, and they're using the scapegoat of immigration. And this is how we could tell that this is, as brother's been saying, it's going to come over here to Babylon, man. You know? So this is from Natural News. This was published yesterday. And it says UK population soars to record high due to unprecedented mass migration. So as you heard the devil say at the beginning, you know, they need to basically be able to identify everybody so that people can't just be working in the economy without being accounted for, right? So they're using this these peaceful words in order to lull the people to sleep and make the people think that they're really there to help them, when in actuality it's a evil scheme that they're doing, you know. So let's read some of this. Let me see. Then I have another article. Let me see, Slakia. I don't know if it says it in this one. Let's see what they say.
Martha McCallum joins us now. Martha, Trump is very much a man of the people, How are Americans going to react to our president getting wooed by Britain's monarchy? Will our people, Americans, will they like it?
Okay, it's kind of saying the same thing. So it says, government plans amid a growing crisis, and they use these different buzzwords, to stoke fear in the people and to pretty much sway them, into believing that this is something for their betterment, So let's see. Let's get this article's kind of lengthy. It pretty much just goes into the stats and everything that's going on over there. But this is from biometricupdate.com, and it says transplanting biometrics in police CCTV may create Frankenstein effect, right? So this is really what this is all about, tracking and tracing, have everybody, on this digital system so that they could be monitored. So this is the UK has grown up with council operated closed circuit television cameras on our streets. We have a rough idea what they do and why they're there. We're comfortable with these overt surveillance systems, and like other features we drive or walk or cycle past every day, the cameras have blended into the background. They've become unremarkable. However, the nature and reach of public space surveillance is changing fast, and it has nothing to do with closed circuits or television. This is not just another British obsession with language, as a London borough announces that it is putting police live facial recognition capability in its street surveillance systems. We should pause before fertilizing CCTV cameras with AI-enabled biometrics. So that's really what this is all about. Linking people with technology and ultimately that see it. So it says, let me see where I was reading it at. It says, where is it at? Yeah, go down to this one. Outwardly, the cameras or computers may look similar, but biometric surveillance systems are a completely different species from CCTV. Behind the lens, nothing is the same. Even with dynamic pan, tilt, and zoom functionality and streaming live images, CCTV cameras are ingesters and regurgitators of images and sounds. The regulatory framework for public space surveillance in the UK is still based on the CCTV model, as is the Orwellian vision of the dystopia we are warned about. Both the historical artifacts and fall far short of the reality ahead. It says AI-driven surveillance did not evolve out of the cameras on sticks. CCTV is photography. LFR is biometrics. Two different disciplines processing data in very different ways. If you don't know why, ask your national data regulator. Biometric surveillance masquerading as CCTV is not just a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's not even a two-mammal problem, and implementing AI-enabled biometrics into CCTV risks creating a Frankenstein effect for police surveillance. So it's just what it's about, man. And they're forcing the people to get in line, man. Let's see. Let's get some scriptures real quick. This is Sirach 12 and start at 15 in the G&T. Good News Translation. It says, an enemy will stay with you for a while, but not when trouble comes. He will speak fine words while he plots how to trap you. And that's what these devils are doing. This is all a trap. This is it all. The point is control. The point is not to, because of the migrant crisis. Now, what's funny is here in Babylon, over the last administration, Sleepy Creepy Joe was just allowing all types of people just to flow right into the country. And, nobody really understood why, But now that Trump's in office and they got ICE and, they're talking about, these dangerous criminals, and they're mainly talking about the Northern Kingdom, and they're coming out to the Southern Kingdom too. Now that we see how they use that to put troops in the streets, and over there in UK now they're using that to push for digital ID. So they're going to use it over here as well, because they're going to say the same talking points that they're having a hard time keeping up with all these so-called illegals. So everybody needs to, have some digital ID so that they could be tracked and traced, man. That's what it's all about. And they're using this so-called crisis, migrant crisis, as the springboard, if you will, to push forward for this agenda. It says, 16, he will speak fine words while he plots how to trap you. He will pretend to share your sorrows, right? If we need these people out of the country because they're bad for the economy, they're dangerous criminals, they're rapists, they're this, they're that, whatever. They're the boogeyman. In order to scare the people into accepting it and going along and going down to their whatever and getting their digital ID, and ultimately getting C-hipped. It says, he will pretend to share your sorrows, but he will kill you if he gets a chance. If trouble comes your way, you will find him waiting, ready to trip you up while he pretends to help you. He will be a different person, then rubbing his hands, nodding his head, and spreading rumors about you. And that's what these devils are about to do, man. So let's check this out. Now, this just came out a few days ago from the People's Voice. It says the EU declares U.S. citizens who refuse biometric digital ID will be barred from Europe. Look at that. So it's coming here, man. It's coming. It says on October 12th, 2025, a new era of digital control arrives for Americans traveling to Europe. Nearly 30 countries, including most of the EU, will force U.S. visitors to hand over fingerprints, facial scans, and other intimate biometric data before they even cross the border. And even in the airport now, they have the TSA check, like a fast check thing, and you just go up there and you scan your face. My mother was telling me about it. They have people, when you go to was it Amazon, the Palm Pay, so the infrastructure's here. They're just working on the minds of the people and getting them acclimated to using these things and making them believe that it's actually something for their betterment, for the betterment of their children, and all these smooth words that these devils use, man. It says passport stamps are gone. Every movement, every arrival and departure will be tracked and stored in a central EU database for years, creating a permanent digital record of your presence on foreign soil. Compliance isn't optional, and once this system is in place, privacy, as travelers have known, it will effectively disappear. This isn't just about streamlining immigration or border security, because that's what they, as officials claim, as they say. The mandatory collection of biometric data gives governments unprecedented access to your physical identity, all stored in a system that could be linked to other digital ID programs in the future. Refuse to comply and you won't get in. Even children under 12 aren't entirely exempt. So there you go, man. And like they said right here, once you're already linked onto this system, they got your fingerprints, your face, and retina scans, whatever bullshit they want to do. Now they can start using it to link it to your bank statement, your bank records, your bank account. He's already saying you can't work if you don't have it over there in the UK, and it's gonna be similar things over here. So we're definitely coming to the end, because as the scriptures say, these devils are gonna come down with great wrath. Because they know that they have a short time. This is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And these devils know that their time is short, man. They're getting exposed left and right. Their own tongue is falling upon themselves. Different insiders are always coming out. The different, like the speech that Pete Hegseth gave to all those top generals and commanders and what have you. That was an embarrassment, man. And the world seeing it, and these devils are looking bad, man. These Edomites, man. Their country's falling apart. They're angry. They're divided. So they're looking for any type of solution to help. And these devils are gonna, say that Jake's the problem, as they always do. Jake's the problem. They're the reason why our country's failing. All the immigrants came in. They're taking the jobs. They're doing this. They're doing that. So we need to make sure that we have everybody get this digital ID, so we can help control the immigration and control the borders. And even with I seen an article, I don't remember where it was, but it was talking about having police officers have the facial recognition technology in their helmets and shit like that. So now you have these Trump having these different troops in these different blue states, or so-called left states, Chicago, was it Washington? They want to go over to Oregon, California, right? These left-leaning states that have the troops there. So if everybody has the digital ID, they can have the troops just walking around and ICE just scanning people's faces with the damn helmet thing or whatever, like a fucking RoboCop or some shit. Then they can have if they have the cameras set up, the cameras will report it. Well, scanning people's faces like they do in China, and report it to whatever the authorities say where they're at, where they're going. Link it to social credit scores, all types of shit, man. So that's where this whole thing is these devils wanted to go, man. Where everybody's tracked and traced, monitored, and ultimately, C-hip. That's what these devils want. In Psalms 55:21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. And as the scriptures say, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Psalms 17:13, a prayer from King David. Scriptures speak about in Lamentations, they hunt our steps. So these devils are dead set on causing everybody to be on this grid so they could be as gods. That's the point. This is Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. The different methods that these devils have, man. And this making everything go Digital is indeed part of that, man. You know, having everybody on the system. You got fingerprints, your face, you know, different records, your name, all that shit right on there, so they can just scan your damn face, and all this information just comes up. And if they just start plugging in everything else, that's a part of you, right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up a video that a brother did. You know, so your brothers, sisters, see what, you know, what it's gonna look like, an idea of what it's gonna look like, man. So let's see. Let me see this log here. All right, check this out, Akim.
Your overnight account balances have been updated. Time to start a productive day. Final notice, your account balance is below 500. You need 50 credits by the end of the day to avoid automatic eviction. If you have missed work due to illness, you must provide a doctor's note to reclaim your credits.
Any extra credits? Please.
Tensions are high today, with more people planning to join the Citizens Against Digital Control protest. Remember, the government knows who you are at all times. Resisting is not worth the consequences. All of their newest social credit systems are designed to keep you and your families safe and efficient.
Authorities seized a record balance of an individual's credits, citing excessive hoarding.
See that? See somebody's record balance and cited them for hoarding. So they're linking your money to your credit score and to you, you know?
Traffic violation detected. 7 miles per hour over the limit. 75 credits have been automatically deducted.
You have to be fucking kidding me.
Yep, you got the flu. Your blood work shows a significant iron deficiency. I recommend incorporating more red meat into your diet.
Dr. Jones, your taxes were not filed and have been automatically deducted with late fees. Your medical license has been revoked.
Oh, hell nah, I filed an extension.
Purchase denied. Monthly red meat allowance exceeded. Try mealworms instead. Attention! Unauthorized political gathering detected. Participants' access to financial services has been suspended.
Access to financial services have been suspended if you partake in things that they don't want. Just cut your money off. And that's what this digital ID will do. It'll help link everything to the Internet of Things. So that your, you know, where you work, like we talked about at the beginning, where you work, where you live, where you shop, you know, how often you shop, you know, link all that, where you go to the hospital, where you go to school, right? Everything, every aspect of your life, they can control if it's all digital, because they can link it all together. And you can't buy or sell anything without them knowing, because it's going to be all tracked and traced. Just like whenever you use your credit card or your debit card, you know, there's always a record of what you bought that they can go back, unlike cash. And that's why they're phasing out cash, because they want to be able to control everything with the flip of a switch. If you don't comply, they'll just reduce your credits, like they just said. And if you do well, comply, then they'll give you some little brownie points, man.
Due to the speeding infraction, your car will be immobilized for 3 days.
Fuck you! Take your surveillance policies and rot in hell!
You've earned 50 bonus credits for reporting your neighbor's hateful misconduct.
And which is another reason, brothers been saying it, why they want everybody to have electric cars. Because if it's all electric, then they could just turn it off. If they want, if you have a electric stove or electric, refrigerator or your TV, everything's connected to the Internet of Things. Watch this.
This content exceeds your current social credit tier. May we suggest citizen responsibility? Sarah, open the door. You have been identified by the authorities. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist.
See? Central bank digital currencies. Everything's linked. Your money. They want you linked to it. Ultimately. So that you yourself are tracked and traced, and you can't hide, you can't go off grid, because you're a part of the grid, and that's what these devils want. Let's end off on this. And ultimately, if you take this, that's you worshiping the beast in his system, man. And Bahasham, Yahawashi are jealous powers, man. And they do not take kindly to that, man. Scriptures say, thou shalt have no other God before me. It's a commandment. So if you having Esau be your power and trust going down to Egypt for help, Revelation the 14th chapter is going to happen to you. 14 and around 9. This is Revelation 13 and 16, and this is where we're headed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma, a mark, in their right hand or in their foreheads. And they already have people over there in, I believe it's Sweden, walking around with that damn thing, man. The infrastructure is already here. It's all set up. You got Elon Musk with the Neuralink. You have China doing their own thing with brain C-hips. So it's here, man. Revelation 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save, meaning except he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you won't be able to participate in society if you don't get that. Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, man. So it's here. They're putting all the they're pulling out all the stops now. They're getting people more and more used to hearing about it. Digital ID this, digital ID that. So they're pushing for it because they know that their time is short, man. So yeah, digital ID to be mandatory for right to work in UK. And it's coming to a city near you in Babylon soon. So I hope and pray this lesson was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to thank Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning. Fighting this good fight of faith. Keep fighting, keep striving, keep pushing. We're almost out of here. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing his word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom, abab, abal, and kwam yasharallah. Hey, shalom. To the next one.